we've been talking about this for about a month. There's all the reasons. Like if this quarterback competition was close, if it was anywhere in the ballpark of close, then you got to start Brock Glenn. There's one guy's a fifth-year senior, supposedly hurt in camp. All these things that are coming out, and he's gone. He's a one-year rental. I think the guy in the booth hit it there. I don't know if you guys were watching the game, listening to the commentary. He pretty much said, "Hey, he's basically what Mackenzie Milton was for Jordan Travis is kind of what DJU has been for Brock Glenn." Well, rewind the clock back to that, and we were all livid. We never understood why you don't just run with Jordan Travis, because like it was clear when Mackenzie got out there, outside of like one drive in that Notre Dame game, that Jordan Travis was your guy. He could run. He didn't have a broken leg and all that, and he gave you your best chance to win. I think that's what we saw from Brock Glenn tonight. I'll tell you what, it didn't look great early on. It wasn't the best thing ever, but he just looked comfortable out there. He was stepping up in the pocket. He was doing all these things. Of course, you had drops and things of that nature, but yeah, it's just night and day, the difference out there. This is the first game all year that I haven't come on here and said if you swap quarterbacks, Florida State wins the game. But that's not, I mean, that may sound like, that's not like saying Cade Klubnik is bad. That's just saying Brock Glenn, he did his job tonight. I mean, Darion Williamson drops a touchdown. Perfect ball to Malik Benson. Gets called back for a holding. Beautiful ball on the back shoulder to the tight end. I believe it was Landon Thomas. No. Excuse me. Micah Hyde-Danzy, a guy that we've heard has been tearing it up in practice, finally gets his opportunity on, I don't know if it was a regular route or a wheel route or what. I just seen, him running down the sideline, back shoulder throw, bit of hand fighting, but he gets his hands free, gets both hands on the ball. That's not the end of the world. I mean, he's a true freshman. A bit of a mistake there, but the elephant in the room, what lost this game tonight, was offensive line. It was offensive line. Spear Addicts Media, my guy Chris Jumpson, says it wasn't a win, but this team looks better with Brock, and this is the best D-line we have played all year. Best DBs, best linebackers, best defense we have played this season. Absolutely. And he looked comfortable out there. He had the one bad pick, but we don't know if a wide receiver ran the wrong route or not. That was a miscommunication. He thought the receiver was going one way, didn't end up going that way. So, yeah, I could not be happier with what I saw from Brock. And it's hard to believe you don't at least win 2 of those games with him back there. The defense is the damnedest thing. I mean, they got tore up like they have all year between the 20s, but in the red zone, two field goal blocks. You don't until that last touchdown. No, they didn't get the last touchdown there. They went for like 4 field goals, 1 touchdown out of their 6 red zone trips. They made a couple field goals, got 2 blocks, and got a touchdown. Really, really good job. Okay. Thank you. My friend KDog350 comes out. I guess they're already doing the interviews. Hakeem said it was his bad on the interception. So there you go. I had to delete a tweet, not because I didn't believe it, because guys, Twitter is toxic, dude. And that's to what Chris was saying, the second Brock got out there, you could just tell he looked comfortable in the pocket. He was making throws, doing things. And I tweeted, so far, Brock looks good to me out there. Well, he throws the pick, which we now know was Hakeem's fault. People just went, what the heck are you watching? What are you watching? I have no idea. It was like, I couldn't take it. I had to delete it. Like, I don't usually delete tweets. I've got all my takes out there that were wrong in the summer. They're all there. But I had to delete that one because I couldn't take it. I mean, people were just going nuts. And here's what I'm going to tell you. Encyclopedia, YouTube live comments on my channels are not worse than Twitter. It's not even close. We have a couple trolls. The Tennessee chick that shows up every time, but she isn't showing up saying just nasty stuff. She's making her little joke. The Twitter thing, when I said Brock looked good out there, and the nastiness in the comments from my followers and people that I like, I couldn't believe it. But I get it. We're all pissed off. I said a curse word. I had an issue with how they started the game. It seemed to me at the beginning of the game They're just trying to get Brock to throw it real quick to settle him down, get him some confidence. But looking in hindsight, Brock wasn't the one that needed the help. The offensive line was the one that needed the help. And Lawrence Toafili, I'm going to continue to bang this drum all year long. Toafili needs touches early in the game on early downs, and they refuse to do it. They refuse to hand him the damn ball until we're down 17 points every week, and I don't understand it. The first 8 plays of the game, 7 passes, 1 handoff to Toafili, and it was the high snap over his head. At one point in time, Toafili had 11 yards, and the rest of the offense was negative something. Running backs, like, they have to get some kind of rhythm. They need to take chances. You saw what Clemson did. They stuck with the run all night. Moffitt didn't have some great average, but what it does is it helps your time of possession. It brings the linebackers and the safeties in. The touchdown we finally got, they gave it to 9. They gave it to 9. He didn't break one for 100 yards or nothing. He got one for 2 yards. He had one snuffed. He had one for 6 yards. But all of a sudden, Brock dropped back and had all day to hit a tight end for a touchdown. 3 is the other one. We said it's 3 and 9. 3, I don't think he got a carry till the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how Sam Singleton keeps coming in the game before 3, because he's lost. I don't hate Sam Singleton. He's a redshirt freshman or whatever, but every time he's been on the field, he's been lost, or just the moment's been he hasn't made a play. Not trying to be too negative, but yeah, hopefully I've been calling this at spring. Maybe they will treat Toafili like a running back one, give him the ball early, and then start bringing in Cam, because maybe it's just what the offense is. This offense is just throw to set up the run instead of run to set up the pass. But Toafili is far and away your best player on offense, and for whatever reason, they will not commit to running the ball with Lawrence Toafili, and it's driving me nuts. I'm not going to harp on it all night. Me and my friends in the group chat, we were kind of arguing about it. It's just one of those things. At running back, if you're not moving backwards, you're moving forward, and you keep going with it. Good things happen. Runs break, things of that nature. And we've seen it in the past with Toafili. We've seen his crazy runs. We saw what he did in the ACC championship last year. We've yet to see the Wildcat. I don't understand that. But yeah, I'm not trying to go do negative, guys. Brock Glenn, we can do something moving forward with that. He made play after play after play after play, especially in that second half. The defense came fired up in the second half. Obviously, they gave up the big run late, but still, I mean, the red zone defense it's been good all year. They got some issues on the 3rd and longs and stuff. But as far as Glenn, let me look up his stat line now that the game is over. He looked damn good all game. And if the receivers would have caught the balls, he would have had a hell of a stat line. He would have been, and they threw the stats up there. Like, he was something for 200 yards and 2 interceptions in all of his appearances up to this game. This game, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, over 200 yards, I'm pretty sure, as I go to pull them up here. Let's just see here. FSU Clemson box score. Guys, if you have any questions, throw them in the chat and I will try to get them. Look, it's disappointing, but I think we've got our guy moving forward. I think, and you never know, it's just one game, but super, super happy with what I saw with Brock. He's not going to get upset. He's not going to mail it in. You see him making those runs in the second half. Beautiful. 240 yards of offense is pathetic. Yeah, it is, but that's on the wide receivers and the offensive line, William. Simple as that. They left 300 yards out on the field just with penalties, unfortunately. Brock Glenn, 23 of 41 for 228, 2 touchdowns and a pick. How many drops did he have? Okay, we got the tight end dropped 1, Ja'Kai dropped 1, Williamson dropped 1. Okay, that's 3 drops. You got an incompletion. I guess it's not counted as an incompletion, but you had the completion to Benson that came back. That's 4. Which one am I missing, chat? I got 4 right there. So if you add those 4, he's 27 of 41 for a good 300 yards, maybe 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns. I mean, dude looked good. I appreciate K-Dog letting me know that Hakeem did take responsibility for that play, because that was his one bad play of the night. Did I miss something? Was there a play? Was there a bad play from Brock other than that interception? Here's what Brock did that we've been missing all year long, which has been just so aggravating. When DJU is in, one sack, one unblocked pass rusher coming in. That's it. One drop into a shell. That's it. You're not going to score. It's over with. Brock Glenn fought and fought and fought. How many fourth downs? 3 fourth down conversions? I mean, he was hitting guys in the hands all night. Be decisive with the ball. He had a few tips. He made a few plays just throwing it out of bounds to avoid sacks that were just, I mean, whoo! I feel good about Duke next week. I'll say that. K4E says Hakeem is our best wide receiver. Let's talk about that. Free the youngins. Free the youngins. Okay, we've been talking about this a lot, and it's fair. Listen to some of the other people talk, and even myself. Like, be careful what you wish for. That's what we were saying earlier in the year. Like, obviously, if they'd have them on the field if they're ready. Well, it's been getting more and more aggravation as it went on. More and more aggravation. And it takes DJ first. It takes Roydell Williams getting hurt for Toafili to get any carries. And then in 2 games, he carries it like 30 something for 6 yards per carry. And then you go in this game, and again, you don't start handing it to him in the third quarter, and that's when shit turns around.